Hello, my beautiful yogi tribe. How is everybody today? I hope you're well. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to start in a standing position, getting our blood pumping, getting our energy level up. I know my energy level has been low today. The weather has not been cooperating. It has not been helpful. But we'll get through our practice together, sharing this time and this space and feeling fabulous by the end of our practice. So coming to a standing position, just in a comfortable position, your feet can be apart together, however you feel comfortable. Closing the eyes, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to come into mountain pose. Again, you can have your feet apart or together. Again, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. 2 more times, up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And face the palms forward. Lift the crown really tall to the sky. Press the feet into the earth. Maybe drawing that heart up toward the sky a little bit. And just feeling the energy flowing through your body. Feeling yourself grounding down through your feet. And connecting with the earth through your crown and the soles of your feet. Connecting with your space. Focusing inward. Feeling that strength and energy pumping through your veins. Taking a deep breath in and let it go with a sigh. Melting those shoulders down the back of your spine a little bit more. Taking another deep inhale. And sigh. One more time, deep inhale. And sigh, pressing the fingers a little bit further toward the earth and reaching that crown a little closer to the sky. Feel the strength and power in your limbs and your core. Connecting and breathing. Let's take a deep inhale together. And release that pose, bringing the hands to heart center. Still standing tall and strong. Pressing the palms together at the heart. Feeling the energy and strength in your feet and your legs, your core, your arms. Reaching that crown up to the sky. Breathing here. Focusing on your balance and your breath. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling completely through the nose. A few more breaths this way. Just feel the waves of breath up and down your body like waves of the ocean that ebb and flow with each round of breath. Taking another deep breath in and sigh it out. Let's choose that intention for today's practice. Maybe we choose to be present, fully present letting go of all distractions, anything that doesn't serve us. Maybe we choose to bring our attention directly here into our space for the right here and the right now, letting go of the past and the future. Maybe we choose strength or gratitude. Whatever that intention is, let's bow our chin to our heart and bringing the fingertips to that third eye. Inhale deeply. And then exhale, letting the eyes flutter open, releasing the hands and your intention up to the sky and stretching up, reaching that heart up, and then pressing the air away. Bending the knees gently as we inhale all the way up. Palms connect. And then press your space away. Again, gentle bend in the knees, reaching it up. Inhale, stretching a little bit taller. And exhale all the way down. Moving a few more times this way with your breath. Reaching and feeling that gratitude filling your heart. And that joy entering into the core of your body. And that energy coming into the body. Again, reaching it up. Inhale. Letting those palms connect. Interweave the fingers. Press the palms away. Standing taller. Wiggling the arms behind the ears. And releasing the hands to the heart. Taking some sun breaths. Inhale up. And exhale to the heart again. And to the heart one more time. And to the heart. Reaching it up. Open the heart. Have a little back bend here. Just a gentle back bend. Bringing the hands back up overhead and to the heart. Just a few different ways of breathing today. Inhale up. Open the heart. Little back bend. Bringing the hands back up and to the heart. 2 more times. Inhale. And open that heart, maybe a little bit further this time. Hands back up overhead and to the heart. Last one. And open that heart, pausing here. And reaching the hands back up to the top. Link the fingers together, Charlie's Angels fingers. We're going to lift up through that right side and toggle over to the left. And bringing it back to center, lift up through the left side and reaching to the right. Back to center, again to the left, but lift up first and reach it over a little bit further. And through center and over to the right. And pressing those palms out in front, round the shoulders away. Angel breaths here, up underneath the chin, elbows nice and high, gazing up. And exhale, rounding the shoulders, pressing the palms. Inhale, up. And exhale, press, round those shoulders away, maybe that mid-spine, and up underneath the chin. And exhale, press it away. One more time, inhale. And exhale, press it away. Bringing those hands back up. Wiggle those arms behind the ears and release the hands behind the lower back. Puff that heart up. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Pressing the knuckles down toward the earth and opening those shoulders. Shoulder blades roll together. And lifting up through the rib cage and pressing the knuckles a little more toward the earth. And reach those hands away from that lower spine. And releasing down to our hips. We're going to bring our feet wide. And bending that right knee. And just taking gentle sways side to side. You don't want that knee to pass over that ankle. Warming up the hips, that lower back. And one more time, each side. Bringing it back to center and making hula hoop circles with our hips. And reversing direction. And one more time around, coming back to center. Inhale up. And we're going to turn our right foot to the front of our space, coming into warrior foot in the back, and sinking down into warrior one. And opening up to warrior two. And here, leaving that left hand reaching out in front, making circles with that right arm. And just imagine you're a rock star playing a guitar, just slowly making those dramatic strums that they do to show off. And we're going to reverse those circles. And back into warrior two. Let's reverse that warrior. Reaching that left arm back and overhead. And back into warrior two, coming into moving warrior here. Reaching up, straightening that left knee, that right knee, and back down into warrior two. 4 more, lifting up and lowering. Raising up. And 2 more. Last one, and back into warrior two, turning again to the front, turning that back foot for warrior one. And back to center, 5-pointed star. Standing up tall, and hula hoop circles with the hips. And reversing those circles. And this time we're going to turn that left foot to the back of our space. Spread the feet wide and come into warrior one. And into warrior two. And leaving that left arm extended and making circles with the right. Really pressing into those feet. One more time around in this direction and reversing. Those guitar strums, just imagine yourself on stage. Big dramatic scene. One more time around. Reaching it up. Coming back into warrior two and coming into that moving warrior. Straightening that front leg and sinking back into warrior two. Taking our time. And 3 more. And last one, transitioning back to warrior one. And coming up to center. 5-pointed star. We're going to have a nice little back bend here, bending those knees gently and turning the toes in, heels out. Finding our back pockets and just gently pressing the hips forward and walking those hands down the back of our legs and not going too far since we're just still warming up, and walk it back up, hinging at the hips, lifting up through the rib cage and folding forward. And letting go, fingertips on the earth, flat back. And fold. Roll the spine up. Shoulders roll at the top. And we're going to do that again. Hands on the hips and folding forward. Onto the fingertips, half lift. And fold, bend the knees and roll it up. Roll the shoulders. One more time, bending at the hips. Folding forward, fingertips half lift. And fold it down, roll that spine. Roll the shoulders. And let's heel toe those feet back together. Making circles with the ankles. And then the other side. And we're going to come to the top of our space. Inhale, reaching it up and back. Open that heart. And pausing here. Dive it down. And fingertips, half lift. Press the crown and the tailbone away from each other. And fold it down, reverse swan. Reach it up. Hands reach back. And exhale to the heart. Balancing on your left foot, bringing that right knee up to the belly. Flex that foot and let's make hip circles here. Still warming up those hips. Going for 4. Let's reverse those circles. And last one. Press that foot out and step back carefully to warrior 1. Reach it up, bring it into cactus arms, maybe a little back bend here. Pressing that heart up to the sky, bringing it back to warrior 1. And transition to warrior 2. Reversing that warrior. Keep extending it back. And warrior 2, side angle. Reach it up and roll your heart up to the sky. And back into warrior 2. Hands to the heart, roll up that back heel and slide that foot up to the top of your space. And shake it out. Inhale, lifting up. Open that heart, pausing here. Feel that beautiful stretch in the front of your shoulders and the heart area. And dive it down. Fingertips, lengthening that spine and folding it down. Reverse swan, reaching it up and back. Exhale, hands to the heart, balancing on the right foot. Bringing that left knee up to the belly, flex the foot. And making hip circles, going for 4 in each direction. And reversing those circles when you're ready. And coming to stillness, pressing that foot forward, bending the right knee and stepping back to warrior 1. Right foot is in front, sinking it low. Beautiful in warrior 2. Really reaching those hands opposite each other, trying to reach those walls in front and back of you, reversing that warrior. Keep extending, sinking into that right knee and back into warrior 2. And side angle, reaching out to the left and rolling the heart toward the sky. And bringing it back to warrior 2. Back hand meets the front, rolling up that back heel and sliding that foot up to the top of your space. Hands to the heart, shake it out. And you can do those hula hoops here. I love these stretches for the hips and the lower back. Really releases that area, and I thank my yoga sis, Linda S, for those. Coming back to the top of our space. Inhale, reach it up. Open that heart. And dive it down. Fingertips, press that crown forward, shoulder blades together. And fold it down, press the palms, and step back to down dog. Just taking a moment here. Settling into your dog, and walk your dog gently. And coming to stillness. Inhale up onto those toes. Press that tailbone super high to the sky. Shoulders toward the shins and lower down. Up onto the toes. Press those shoulders back. And lower down. Raising that right foot up to the sky.
Point the toes and lift up through the right toes. Really lengthen on that side, and then lift up onto your left toes. Feel that extension between your 2 feet. Lower down on the left, and replace that right foot. Inhale that left foot up to the sky. Again, pointing those toes and reaching up through the left, pressing the shoulders back, and lifting up onto those right toes and really reaching. Lowering that right heel and replacing that left foot. Bring your feet mat's distance and walking the hands back between the feet. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen that spine and fold it down. One more time. Lift, lengthen, and fold it, coming into ragdoll here. Grabbing the opposite elbows, letting the head and the neck hang gently, just swaying side to side. Shift your weight towards your toes. And maybe nodding your head yes. And shaking your head no, releasing any tension there. And then releasing your hands on top of your feet, rolling it up. At the top, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and reaching those arms up. Reaching back. And exhale, hands to the heart. So your spine should be feeling warmer and more limber at this point. Reach it up and back. Open that heart. Maybe opening a little bit further, diving it down. Fingertips half lift. And fold, reverse swan, reach it up. And back, keep reaching. And hands to the heart. Reach it up. Open that heart, keep opening. And dive it down. Fingertips. Press that crown forward. And fold. Roll it up. One vertebrae at a time. At the top, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. 2 more times. And reach it up and back. Open that heart. Dive it down. Fingertips half lift. And fold, walking the hands forward for down dog. Setting your dog. Feet are hips distance. Pressing one heel and pausing. And then the other heel. And pausing. And walk your dog. Coming to stillness, up onto the toes. Press that tailbone up, up, up. And lower it down, up onto the toes. Crouch the dog, bending the knees, gazing between the hands. Lifting up and lowering those heels. Again, toes, lift up. Crouch that dog, and we're going to step it up for forward fold at the top of our space. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen and fold, wrapping the arms around the back of your legs. And pulling yourself closer, bending those knees. Reaching the hands so that the fingers are pointing toward the heels. Hugging yourself in close and then slowly straightening those knees. Pulling yourself in nice and snug. A big yogi sandwich hug. 2 more breaths here. Stretching out those hamstrings, which tend to pull on our lower back if they are too tight. And release the hands on top of the feet, rolling it up. Roll the shoulders, reach it up and back. And hands to the heart. Reach it up. Open that heart and dive down. Fingertips. And fold. Step that right foot back for warrior one. Sitting nice and low, separating those feet. And warrior two. And again, coming into those shoulder circles on the right. 4 in each direction, and reverse. And reaching out, warrior 2, reversing that warrior. And windmill it down. Frame that front foot. Spin up the back heel and sinking the hip low. We're going to just rock forward and back. Hands are inside of the left foot. Just a little lizard here, just opening that back hip. Again, plant that back heel like a warrior foot. Left hand grabs onto the left inside ankle, straightening that front leg and rolling up. Triangle. Roll the heart toward the sky and reach the right arm overhead and planting that hand. Press the palms, frame the foot and step it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift and fold. Reverse 1. Reach it up. Keep reaching back. And hands to the heart. Shake it out. Reach it up. Open that heart and pausing here. Dive it down. Fingertips. And fold, stepping their left foot back. And coming into warrior 1. On this side, Seig and Lao. Checking in with that front knee. And warrior 2. And arm circles with the left. Keep reaching out through that right arm. And reversing those circles. Feeling like the rock star that you are. Warrior 2. Let's reverse that warrior. Reach it back. And back into warrior 2. Windmill it down. Hands in front of that right foot. Spin up that back heel. Sink the hips. High lizard. Just rocking forward and back. And plant the back heel again. Warrior foot. Right hand grabs on top and inside of the right ankle. Straighten that leg and rolling up into triangle. Roll your heart up to the left. Frame and reaching that left arm overhead. And framing that front foot. Roll up the back heel and step it up for forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold, rolling it up. Roll the shoulders. Reach it up and back. And hands to the heart. I'm going to come into tree pose here. Taking a deep breath. And side out. Another deep breath. And side, lifting that right knee up to the belly, balancing on the left, and flexing that foot. Really engaging the core. And press that right heel forward. Bend the knee back to the belly, bending that left knee and coming into warrior 3. Reaching the arms forward. Hands back to the heart, knee back up to the belly. And opening the right hip. Planting your tree. Raising those branches once you're ready. Opening that heart up. Shoulders open. Breathing here. Hands back to heart center. Knee back to the belly. Kick it out and swing that leg behind the left, coming down into our bow. Fingertips to the earth. Forehead toward the shin. And breathing here, letting the neck and shoulders go. And rolling it back up. And coming to center, shaking it out. Balancing on our right foot. Bringing that left knee up to the belly. Press that left heel away. And bring it back in, bending that right knee gently, coming into warrior three. Reaching those arms forward. Hands back to the heart, knee back to the belly, moving slowly and opening up that knee to the left, and plant your tree. Raising those branches once you feel steady enough and opening those shoulders, opening the heart. Focusing on your drishti, one spot that's not moving. One more breath here. Hands to the heart, knee to the belly. Kick the foot out and swing it behind the right, coming down into that bow. Fingertips to the earth, forehead toward the shin. And letting the neck and shoulders go. Feeling that beautiful stretch here in the outside of your right hip. One more breath here. And roll it up. Hands to the heart, bringing it back to center. And shaking it out. Good job. We're going to come sideways again on our mat. And moving our toes so that they point out, heels in. Coming into goddess. Tucking the tailbone forward, drawing the heart in and up toward the sky and sinking down into our squat. Let's inhale up, straightening those legs, palms connect, and pressing the earth away back into our squat. Inhale up, and exhale, squat hands to the heart. Inhale, and exhale. And two more times this way. Inhale, and exhale. Last time, reaching it up, really stretching, and back to the heart, sinking it low. Maybe a little lower. Maybe a little lower. Reaching the left hand over to the right, and side stretch with the right arm. Gazing up to the sky, bringing it back to center. Right arm over toward the left, and left arm reaches to the right. Bringing it back to center, straightening the legs, heel, toe, feet back together, and shake it out. Nice job. And again, hula hoops if you like. And reversing those circles. And coming to the top of our space again, we're going to take a seat. We're going to come into Navasana, boat pose. Hugging the shins in, sitting nice and tall. Press the heart forward. Wiggle the heart between the knees, shoulder blades together. Reach the arms out. Rocking back onto our sits bones, lifting those toes. And pressing the heart forward and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly rolling it all the way down. Beautiful. Releasing at the bottom, taking a breath in and sigh it out. Another deep breath. And sigh. We're going to come into bridge here. So bringing the heels up by your bum. Feet are hips distance apart. And a nice long straight line. Pressing the palms, inhale, lifting those hips. Squeezing the shoulder blades together and the glutes. The bum muscles. And slowly lowering it down. One vertebrae at a time. Inhale, lift it up. And lower down. Again, inhale, lift. Let's add those arms up overhead. And as you come to the top with your hips, pressing up a little bit more, squeezing these small muscles here on the sides of your glutes. And lowering it down. And one more time, hips and arms come up. And squeezing at the top, squeezing those knees toward each other. And lowering it all down. Root across that right ankle over the left knee. Inhale here. And exhale, pressing that thigh away. Bringing that left thigh out to the belly and hugging it in. Both feet are flexed. Shoulders are down and relaxed. And releasing the foot up to the sky, reaching behind the calf or the ankle, drawing the leg in closer. Shoulders down and point those toes. And flex. Your right foot is still flexed. And point the left toes. And flex and making ankle circles here. And reversing those circles. Hug it in a little bit closer. Shoulders down. And releasing that foot. And recross left over right. Deep breath. And side pressing that left thigh away. Right knee up to the belly. Hug it in. And flexing both feet, shoulders down. Right foot up to the sky. Reaching behind the calf or ankle, drawing that leg closer. And shoulders down. And point those right toes. And flex. And point. And flex. Ankle circles. And reversing direction. And now we're going to come into reclining fire log. So leaving the left heel at your right knee, bending the right knee and bringing the right heel to the outside of your left knee. And hug it all in. Shoulders back. And maybe rocking side to side. And releasing that, opening the feet. And switching right heel inside of the left knee and folding down the left foot on top of the right knee and hugging it in and rocking side to side if you like. And releasing. Bring those knees into the belly, giving yourself a big hug and drawing the chin and shoulders up toward the knees. And lowering it all down. Hands on top of the knees and making small circles here. Just feel that massage in the lower back and reversing those circles. And bringing those knees in, reaching for the arches. Happy baby. Stacking the ankles over the knees. Shoulders are down and relaxed. And bringing the soles of the feet together, dropping them at the base of the spine, pressing the palms inside those thighs, and breathing. And releasing that, crossing the ankles and rolling up into a seated position, and facing forward. Comfortable seat, Sukhasana, easy pose. Inhaling up, palms connect. I'm going to twist it to the right. And back through center and over to the left. Back to center, palms face forward and fold it down. Reaching those fingertips away, dropping the head, and shoulders relax. Walking the fingertips over to the right, coming on to the right forearm and rolling up. Reaching the left, heart rolls toward the sky. Press that left hip down, fingertips away. And floating it over to the left, onto the forearm, reaching the right over. Roll that heart up. Hands back together and walking it back to center, forward fold. And drag the hands up and behind the bum. Shoulder blades draw together. Puff that heart up, shine it up to the universe. And roll up onto those knees, pressing the hips up and forward. And lowering it down, changing the cross of the legs. Inhale, up. Reaching that heart up to the sky, nice stretch, and twisting to the right. Back through center and to the left. And back to center, palms forward and folding it down. Walking the fingertips over to the right, coming onto that right forearm, left arm reaches, heart toward the sky. And floating it to the left, right arm reaches, heart toward the sky. Hands back together, walking it back to center, forward fold, bringing the arms wider this time. Sinking the heart toward the earth. Sliding it back up and behind the bum. Shoulder blades together, shining that heart up to the universe. And rolling up onto those knees if you like. And lowering it back down, opening the right foot on a 45, tucking the left. Inhale, reaching up and forward fold. Onto the fingertips, walking it to the left, framing over that knee and forward fold. Onto the left forearm, right arm reaches and roll your heart up. Press down into that left hand and float it over to the right. And reaching over with the left. Coming back to center, inhale up, framing over that right leg and folding forward. Release those shoulders and the neck. Inhale, lift, lengthen, and fold. And release, opening that left leg, tucking the right. Center, inhale, and fold it forward. And walk it over to the right, framing over that right knee. Lengthen and fold it down. Up onto that right forearm, left arm reaches. Roll the heart up. Press down into the right palm, float it over to the left and reaching with the right. And bringing it back up to center. Inhale, framing over that left leg and folding forward. Lift, lengthen, and fold. And just letting go here. And dragging the hands back up, opening the legs, pointing the toes toward the sky, rolling the pelvis forward so you're walking your sits bones back behind you. Inhale up and forward fold. If you'd like, you can reach towards your feet or towards your big toes and just let go. Checking in with your shoulders and your neck, that they're released and relaxed. One more breath here. And drag the hands back together if you reached for your feet and roll it up. Bringing those feet together, out in front. Give them a little bit of a shake. Inhale, center, reach it up. And forward fold. Inhale, lift that belly and fold it down. Inhale, lift and fold. One more time, lift it up and fold. Two more breaths here. Last breath. And drag the hands up the legs. And here we're going to come into, just turning sideways so you can see, hands behind the bum. And you're going to bring them back a little bit. We're going to lift up and press into reclined angle. Or you can keep the knees bent and come into bench. Pressing those hips up. Whatever works for your practice today. And lowering it all down back into easy seat. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And I know that we did the practice backward to what we're accustomed to today. But I liked the start of standing and getting that energy going right away. Roll the shoulders up, forward, and down. And there's no right or wrong direction to practice yoga. Every practice of yoga is perfect. Drop the chin to the heart. Reach it up to the sky as long as we're on our mat. And focusing and taking care of ourselves, that's what matters. And dropping the chin to the heart. And reaching that chin up. And back to the heart, over to that right shoulder and up to the sky. Back to the shoulder through center to the left and up. Back to the shoulder through center to the right. Raise it up to the sky and then coming into neck circles here. And reversing those circles. And back to center. Open those arms up, bend those wrists back, press the heart toward the horizon. Fold those arms together in the front, rounding the back away. Opening the heart. And exhale, round. Again, open, inhale. And exhale, rounding that back. 2 more times. And last one. And rolling it back, bringing the hands onto the knees and keep rolling that spine back, lengthening those arms, stretching the top of the shoulders. And sitting up tall, hinging forward, and trunk rolls to the right. And changing direction to the left. And coming back up to center, pressing the palms, bringing the feet wide. And windshield wiper the knees. Releasing those hips. We already did the balance work, the weight bearing exercises. This should leave us feeling good and tension free. One more time, each side. And we're going to drop the knees over to the right. Turn our torso toward the front of our mat. Wiggle our left foot forward. Slide pigeon. Square those hips down. And fold it forward, just releasing that left hip here. And walking the hands up, turning toward the front, bending that left knee, bringing it in, coming back onto the soles of the feet, and windshield wiper. And dropping both knees over to the left, turning our torso to the back of our mat, adjusting our left shin and wiggling that right foot back. Walking the hands back and folding down over that left shin. to the sky for waterfall, pressing the heels away, toes flex toward your face. You can press your palms down by your hips if you like. And here, waterfall, opening the legs into a V and then bringing them back together. Or you can just stay in your waterfall, whatever feels good. A few more breaths in waterfall. Getting that circulation back to the heart where it started. This is anti-aging, another reason I love inversions. Let's point those toes away. And flex the feet. Curl the toes tight and open them wide. Spread them nice and wide. Point the toes. And flex the feet. Curl the toes. Scrunching in. Spread them wide. Ankle circles. And reversing those circles. And bending those knees, another happy baby. Opening the feet, stacking the ankles over the knees, and rocking side to side. Bring the soles of the feet together, clasp the hands around, draw the feet down and toward the pelvis, and press those knees away. Brings your arms, straightens your arms and brings them nice and long to stretch the forearm all the way up to the sides of the neck. Breathing here, one more breath. And bringing those knees back together, hugging them in. And rock side to side. Then dropping the feet down to the earth. Heel toe the feet out to the sides of your mat and drop the knees in toward each other. Releasing that lower back, that sacrum area. Outside of your hips, your hip flexors. Here in the front. And bringing the knees back up, heel toe the feet so that the heels touch. The soles touch, and letting those knees fall out to the side, reaching the arms up overhead. Final pose before Savasana. Settling into your space, wiggling the shoulder blades together. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Another deep breath and sigh. One more time. And exhale completely. Bringing those legs long on the mat. Feet are wide, toes fall out to the side, arms down by your hips. Settling in, feeling the earth supporting your body. Closing the eyes, breathing deeply. And exhale completely. One more time, inhale. And let it all go, letting the muscles melt into the earth, melt away from the bones. The bones settle in, melt into the mat. Feel the earth supporting you and cradling you. Just breathing and being. Breathe in and breathe out. That's all you need to focus on for the next 5 to 10 minutes. Just breathing and being. I thank you for joining me on the mat today. Treat yourself well. Stay safe. I love to all. Namaste.